Hi, it's Alex Rose. It's August 30th, and do you ever have one of those people in your class who just talk about random fucking shit that no one cares about? Like, I had somebody the first day of school talk about the etymology of their last name, and the teacher, even the professor, was like, "Okay, that's nice." And today, this girl keeps bringing up the fact that she wants to have a family. It's like, well, that's nice, but that has nothing to do with biology. Anyway, I've also begun watching Parade's End, which, most of you guys know. It's Benedict Cumberbatch is in it, and I personally think it's interesting because American history tends to totally gloss over World War One, since America wasn't really involved too much with it. So there's just like this whole different side that we really have never explored before, I suppose. And I just really like that, and especially stuff to do with like war horse, and it's very interesting because, again, we don't learn about it, so it's like this whole hidden history. I was actually watching this documentary about the making of the National Theater's production of War Horse, and for the actual horse Joey, they use it's like a puppet that's operated by like 2 or 3 people, and well, while I was watching the documentary, my dogs apparently thought that the puppet was so fucking realistic that they just kept barking at the screen, thinking it was like a real fucking horse. And so that was, interesting. So, they even make the puppet breathe and everything, and it's just a nerd's delight when you come to like stagecraft and stuff like I am. So, and that I can send you the link for Parade's End if you want to, if you're also American and, we don't get BBC, aka Britain's Benedict Cumberbatch. And in other news, Isaac has been, I live in Central Florida, mainly on like this near kind of Orlando. So we almost had Isaac, but we ended up not having Isaac, and so I keep getting texts from like my grandmother who's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's like 98 degrees. It's beautiful down here. I'm actually like sweating to death." But yeah, ended up going to the other side, Tampa, where the GOP thing is being held, and which I found funny because the etymology of the name Isaac is he laughs. Therefore, he laughs at the GOP convention. So anyway, and another thing recently, I know it wasn't bad in this past week, I just kind of get trickled down information through Tumblr that Moffat has released the 3 words for Sherlock season 3, or series, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, and my biggest fear is that the world will end and we'll never fucking know what these words mean. I also think that for us poor, jobless American teenagers who are hooked on these shows, we need to have they need to put like a Seder, which is something that the Greeks had, where like they would have this really fucking sad play, and they put like a little comedy at the end, just like a tiny comedy to like lighten the mood and not make everyone want to fucking slit their wrists. And so I'm like, hey, why doesn't Moffat do more of that stuff? Because Moffat kind of ruined lives because it's really fucking sad. Yeah, and so one of the 3 words was going to be wedding, and everyone's thinking it's John's wedding, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a string of suicides across the world, if there is, by just John Locke shippers. So, and also Doctor Who is coming back. I'm so excited because I've spent all summer watching Doctor Who. Because I had never seen it before this summer, so I literally watched all 6 seasons this past summer. I just really finished this past week because I'm slow when it comes to watching series or reading books and stuff. I like to take my grand dear time. So I just finished that, and so now I have like a doctor-shaped hole in my heart, and I need it to come back. And yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Only I might not get on the internet for a while because, like I said, America tends to. It takes a while for all the European stuff to get through our freedom to come to, for it to come to us American viewers. So I don't think America's getting Doctor Who season 7 until Saturday. So, yeah. So I'm gonna have to avoid the internet so no one will totally spoil it because people make GIFs out of everything, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't even need to watch it now. Thanks. And apparently they're making yet another Julianne Moore. They're making yet another adaptation of Carrie. This one has Julianne Moore as like the psychotic mom, which I think will be interesting because nearly every Julianne Moore movie I've seen, she's great and all that, but every movie she's in, she has a nude scene, and she's getting on up there. And I don't know what it is about Julianne Moore being naked, but I hope she's not naked in Carrie because that would be kind of weird. And also I think, this isn't quite as pertinent as other stuff, but Sylvia Plath, she has, because most of the really great writers have done this thing where they're the people who run their estate kind of save their writings, so at the anniversary of their death they can be re-released or something, and they've done that with Sylvia Plath. She committed suicide in 1963, so now they're releasing. They're going to release some of her work for 2013, I believe it is, as her 50th anniversary, and I'm really excited because I just really, I don't want to say admired because that's kind of a weird thing to say about somebody who's committed suicide, but I love Sylvia Plath, and she is like one of the most perfect voices ever because she's originally from New England, and then she moved to actual England, and she has this New England English accent, and it's gorgeous, and since she's more recent of a poet, she has interviews and stuff where she's actually reading her poetry, and it's really awesome. You really need to check it out. YouTube has a lot of it. So anyway, that has been what I've been up to lately. So have a dandy week. Enjoy Doctor Who and keep despairing over Sherlock. Bye!